Right, countdown to Christmas. So I've done the red cabbage. I've got a spare moment to do the bread sauce. Now all I've done is I've put in onions where I have some cloves stuck inside and some bay leaves from the garden, which I screwed up to get lots of flavour in there. I brought it up to simmer, turned it off, and it's been sitting for half an hour. That's it. Now I'm going to remove it all. I'm going to bring it to the bowl, and all I'm going to do is to put the bread in. Bob's your uncle. That's all it is. That's the bread sauce. But the reason I do it and put it in the freezer is because I find it's yet another thing not to bother about. So it's really important. All these little things you can take out of the freezer, done, tick. Everything's tick, tick. Very important. So watch me do it. All right, just bring it up to simmer, and then that's it. Now you notice I haven't made these into breadcrumbs. You don't need to, because to be honest with you, I put it into lots of little bits. That's all I've done, because it'll do. As long as you whisk it in, it'll all be fine. For me, it's always a no-nonsense situation, because it's really important not to have to get out the mincer, process it. Don't get me wrong, I use it all the time. So when something is not necessary, and I'm not cutting corners, no way do I cut corners. So I'm going to add some of this already. Whisk it in. There you are. Now, I'll get into it, and I'll really whisk it up, make it into a lovely bread sauce. I don't know about you, but I love bread sauce. I always try to use stale bread that I've had. So I bought this 2 days ago, and it was a white loaf, just a plain white loaf, and I took the crust off the outside. All you have to do is just to whisk it, because it is in bits, which is fine. Breaking down nicely. I mean, the smell that is coming off here is wonderful. Now what I'm going to do is to add some salt. I need to taste it this evening. I love bread sauce. Now you can see it's thickening. It's thickening, and what will happen is when it cools down, it'll become a lot thicker. And also, I like a bit of roughness to it, which is really nice, which is in here. It is bread after all. You don't want a smooth, be like a sauce. You want it to be bread sauce. That's what it is. Now it is getting thicker and thicker and thicker. In fact, it's better because look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. So I've done about 700 of full fat milk, and then I've done 250 grams of bread. Maybe a bit more, but I think 250 is fine. Right, that's boiling, that's simmering, and that can come off now. So let's have a taste again. Do you see how you really don't, you just cut it up into little pieces? Oh, it looks perfect. But it's, the thing is, it's done. That is the trick. It's done, it's out of the way, which is what it's all about. So what I'm going to do, so it doesn't form a crust, and I'm sure you all know, but as you do it, do this one thing at a time. There we go. Perfect. So we'll just leave that like that. It won't need anything else. And what I'll do is I'll just heat it up, and I'll put it into 2 bags probably, and it'll all be done for Christmas.